ABC, it's Greeno. Well, time to do another update. Ended up going to DC yesterday. I took my wife to see, was it Cirque du Soleil or whatever, which was really cool. You know, I watched the videos with her and she digs that. So yeah, and I like it too. It was really cool. We had great seats right down front, like third row up front. But whatever. But we ended up, hey, we're going to DC, we need to go early, I want to hit a couple shops, so that's what we did. And I'd forgotten how crazy the prices are in DC, and you can usually find good stuff, but I'm mainly talking about metal here, because it was, quick digging. I went in, hit both shops, checked the metal sections, and had to leave a lot of stuff behind. Just prices, just crazy, man. But I did pick up some cool stuff, so show some of that, and just some stuff I've been listening to. Maybe one or two things come in the mail, and that's about it. But there's a good stack here, about like that. So hopefully it won't be too long here. If so, so what? This is free. YouTube doesn't charge. All right, what's playing in the background? Found this yesterday. Total blind buy. Knew nothing about this other than it looked old and it looked dead mint, and I'm like, uh-oh. As soon as I saw it, I thought, is that a Karma pressing? And it was. It's Earth and Fire, and it just happened to be in the rock section facing out when I walked by, and it caught my eye, and immediately I was like, man, that's like an old Karma thing, I bet. And I picked it up, and that's what it is. This is from 1970. They were a Dutch band, heavy psych, I guess you would say, but I'm completely digging this, man. I'm on side one, just dropped the needle for the third time. I can't get to side two. Totally digging this. Female singer. And a Karma, man, I love a Karma's reissues, man, just fantastic. This says this was reissued in 2007, and I knew nothing about this band, but evidently they were huge in the Netherlands. And there's all kind of video on YouTube, and albums on eBay, up for auction, going for crazy money and everything else. All right, next, this came in the mail this week. I found it on Amazon. Import 2LP live album for like $17, brand new, so I jumped on it. Love this band, Running Wild. It's the final Jolly Rogers, Vakken 2009. Actually, I'll show you the gatefold, it's pretty good. This is really good, man. It's if you dig Running Wild, it's just crazy. If you dig Running Wild, you'll like this. And actually, I think this whole show is on YouTube. Somebody's uploaded it there. And, Bad to the Bone, one of the greatest metal songs ever. But couldn't pass that up. Just kind of pulled this out to spin. Hadn't heard for a while. Smack, Rattlesnake Bite. You guys were from Finland, if I remember correctly. And these dudes, if you would take Johnny Thunders, Iggy Pop, Hanoi Rocks, and Faster Pussycat, put them in a blender, blend it all up, this is what you got. Kind of junky hard rock with an 80s sound. This is like 85, I think. 86. Cool band. I also pulled this out, just hadn't listened to it forever. Tattoo Love Boys, Bleeding Hearts and Needle Marks. Just cool. Again, in that late 80s, this is what, 88? Yep, 1988. Metal Blade. These guys were from the UK, and actually CJ is in this band. He went on to be in the Wild Hearts. But just good hard rock with that, touches of hair to it, I guess. whatever, of that era, I guess you could say. Just a cool band. Alright, next is a find from yesterday. And I don't know if it's rubbing off, but we got Scott Waters and Aaron, metal theologian, doing these Christian metal videos, and which actually I haven't watched Aaron's yet. We'll be watching that soon. But this showed up yesterday. A couple actually. I think there's another one in here. Some Christian metal. Leviticus, I Shall Conquer. English band. Is that right now? Sweden, I think, maybe. And it's pretty cool. Listened to it earlier today. And I had seen this before, you know, in books or online or whatever. But I just never come across a copy, so I was happy to find it. It's pretty relatively cheap, actually. I think it was around $10 or something for DC prices. That's pretty cheap. But I got looking them up, and they had a bunch more albums. Actually, I think they were back together for a little bit. But this is the only one I recognized when I was looking it up. But cool stuff. I actually was watching this not long ago on eBay. Was going to maybe bid on it, and it went for too much money. But this popped up while digging yesterday. Chain Gang, I guess it's called LA. And this is a private press metal. It's just a 4-track EP, 1988, out of LA. So I paid like $15 for it, which is about half what I see it go for online. Female singer, pretty good. It starts out really strong. Like side 1's really good. Side 2, the first track is like, oh, okay, that's all right. And then the last track is just a total blues waste of time. But you know, don't see it around, so I was happy to grab it. All right, there was 2 really good scores yesterday, and this is one of them. Probably the best score. Shiva, Fire Dance. I've had this on CD for a long time, which is probably a bootleg or something. But I saw this in there and for like $18, and I was happier than hell to grab this. New wave of British heavy metal from 1982, but it's like new wave British heavy metal mixed a little prog in with it, and you kind of got the idea. His original inner sleeve. This was on Heavy Metal Records. The vinyl's like beautiful. Just was so happy to find this in great shape. And I listened to this a couple times already and totally dug that. The other cool find was another private press local thing from back in the 80s. Problem Child. These guys were from Maryland. This is from like 1985, and it looks more glammy than it is. But it's got touches of glam, but it's, you know, got some metal in it also. But cool album. I actually have that retrospect. I think reissued that on CD a few years back. I have a copy on CD, and never thought it would pop up on vinyl. This was also from yesterday. Cheap find. It was mixed in with the metal section, and I thought, wow, private press. This looks pretty cool. Felony. It's like the mid 80s, I think. Let's see here. 85. PG-13. It's like, yeah, right on, man. Private press metal. When it was cheap, it was like $5, I think. Totally not metal. It's more just doesn't sound anything like the cover looks. It's just kind of 80s rock with keyboards and all that. But actually not bad for what it is. After the initial letdown, you know, listening to it was like, okay, it's not bad, so I'll hang on to it. Happy with it. Alright, next up, I've literally had this album on my want list in Amazon, whatever, since it come out like 2 years ago, I guess, and it's like $35 because it's an import. And I'm like, nah, I'm just not gonna do it. And I kept waiting, and it dropped like $2, and I'm like, come on, a little bit more. And they've had one copy on Amazon, or that's what it says, for like a year. But finally got looking around on eBay and found this on eBay for probably half that. It was like $17 or something. Still in the shrink, looks perfect, so I went ahead and pulled the trigger. Bullet, full pull. And this was their third album. Their fourth album's getting ready to come out this month, I think. So it kind of got me looking around a little harder for this. This on Nuclear Blast, correct? Yeah. And it's a German import. I don't know if it come out Nuclear Blast America. But cool German, AC/DC and Accept kind of mixed together. It's a really cool band, newer band. This is 2011, I think. 2012 maybe, I don't know. The eyes are going. I'm with you, Scott. I can't see either. Just been sitting around in the Just In piles, dirty side. Man, I listened to this a couple weeks ago. Now I can't remember. They were French. Just kind of dirty rock and roll, you know what I mean? With that metal edge, I guess, at that time. It's like 88, 89. But I've never seen this anywhere else, or another copy, I should say. Pictures of the band. Pretty cool. Dug it. I have no idea where I picked this up. But it's been here for a while in the Just In piles, and finally got spun. Same with this, just it's like a second copy of this. Marcelo Destiny. It's a cool band, man. I mean, these guys, what were they on, Geffen? CBS, 1989. Just, I like this album, you know. I mean, it's definitely commercial sounding and all that, but, you know, good guitar player. Yeah, good album. Next, Universe, Bad Child. And this album freaking smokes, man. It's from 92 on Solid Rock. And it's out of Germany. I'm pretty sure. Yep, Germany. But this totally reminds me of something Kenneth would show. He's always finding this kind of early 90s stuff. Lyric sheet. But this is great, and I probably had this for a year or so sitting in the Just In piles, and finally pulled it out, and wow, killer album. Hellstar, Burning Star. Found this yesterday. I already have it, but had to grab another. It's in great shape. I just couldn't leave it there, man. It's a good price. Grab this. I don't know, a little. I can't remember. I've had it for a little while. But anyways, I haven't even opened it yet. But it's Zero Boys, Vicious Circle. Killer early 80s punk. A band from Indianapolis, and the reason I haven't opened it yet, I will, but I've had the CD for, you know, a long time. I think this come out on yeah, Lookout, Panic Button. It was reissued back in 2000. They basically had it since it came out on disc, but found a reissue on vinyl. Had to jump on it. I knew it was out. I just kind of been putting it off. I listened to this the other day, Exodus, Fabulous Disaster, and this is a pressing on Music for Nations. Looks kind of cool. So, found this yesterday, and this was a good find too. Onslaught, Power from Hell. Actually been looking for this, and this thing's still in the shrink. Like near mint. It was fairly decent price. Jumped on it. I got their other stuff. I was missing this one on vinyl. So. And the other Christian metal album I found, Rosanna's Raiders, Calling Down Fire. This is on Pure Metal, 1988. Love these covers, man. I haven't checked this one out yet. This was a blind buy from yesterday. It was cheap. The Ravagers, Living in Oblivion. Just some newer punk looking stuff. Kind of looked like it might have a 70s feel to it, so I grabbed it. I like 70s punk mainly. A little bit of early 80s stuff. And this, found this cheap also. Venus and the Razor Blades songs from the Sunshine Jungle. And I actually have this already, but another cheap copy. I had to pick it up. Basically what this is after the Runaways, Kim Fowley put together another band. And Venus and the Razor Blades was that band. Not near as good as the Runaways, but still kind of cool. And the last thing found yesterday was the Slicky Boys, Live at Last. Cool band from the Northern Virginia, DC area, you know, years and years ago. I guess they even started in late 70s up into the 80s. So, and I've never seen this. This is made in France, so hopefully it's cool. Alright, that's it, BC. Hope everybody's doing well. Everybody had a good weekend. I unfortunately have to work tomorrow on a holiday, but I hope everybody enjoys their holiday if they're off, or even if they're working, whatever. So, I guess that's it. Later.